You are watching Travel World Online.
Fazlani Natures Nest, a luxurious wellness retreat based in Lonavala, organized a roadshow for travel trade to showcase their offering of naturopathy and ayurvedic treatments and therapies in the lap of nature. Two teams spoke to Mr. Hemant Baga, CEO Fazlani Resort. He said,
I've been with Fazlani Natures Nest now for over 2 years. In fact, right from the time we've begun this property, it gives me great pleasure to be able to speak about this and introduce our property to you all. To give a little start, Fazlani Natures Nest is actually the brainchild of the founder of the Fazlani group of companies, Dr. Abdul Qadir Fazlani. He's a founder of a very established business group from Bombay. It's a 9 decades old group, and they are in fact market leaders in many segments, in exports, in roses and in education. So this property or this initiative, you can say, was more like a vision or a brainchild of the founder, where he, with a very philanthropic attitude in his mind and keeping a lot of wellness in his attitude, he decided that he wanted to come up with an initiative in hospitality and wellness where we can look at holistic rejuvenation, holistic cure for the people. And that's how we combined hospitality and wellness into this initiative called Fazlani Natures Nest.
So what are the amenities? What is the unique selling point of the property and how it is different from the other wellness resort that we have in the market?
Yeah, so Fazlani Natures Nest is actually it's a very expansive sort of property. Let's start by the location. It's about 2.5 hours from Bombay and about 1 hour from Pune. This is from the airports, and it's very conveniently located from the highway itself. So there's no extremely rough rural terrain and all of that. It's very easy to reach the property, but it's completely away from the city life. The beauty of this property is that it is spread over 70 acres of pristine lake facing land. You've got all the hills surrounding you, and that sort of experience is what you actually come into when you come to the property. It's a very modern property in the sense of the amenities. 76 very modern rooms and suites is what we have. We've got restaurants. We've got a wellness restaurant. We've got a multi-cuisine restaurant. We've got a very, very well-endowed wellness center, which is spread over almost 12,000 square feet, with covering all the various different types of therapies and cures and programs. We've got a very beautiful bird park where there's more than 200 different types of birds, which you can sort of just get the pleasure of spending your time around, ducks, geese and all of that. We've got amazing walkways, swimming pools, but one of the most attractive features of this property is actually a 21 horse stable that we've got. It's called the Stallion Castle. That's one of the most beautiful features of this property. We got these thoroughbreds and Rajasthani horses. Now these animals, they become a very important part of the programs of this property, because we've got something which no other wellness center or no other wellness property in India has, which is animal assisted therapies. Now this is actually therapies that you get where you derive the benefits out of it from interacting with animals. That's very unique. Aside from the therapies, aside from the wellness diet, aside from yoga, aside from meditation that we do, aside from a lot of natural beauty, we also have these programs which are very, very different from any other center.
So what do we have for mice? Do we do anything for mice and the corporates we have?
Oh yes, we've actually been, because we're now into our 3rd year, we're just starting our 3rd year of operations, but we have a very well-endowed conference hall. It's about 3,000 square feet of conference hall. All the modern technology is available in that. That's one. We've already had a lot of corporates, but what's different about our property is that we are an alcohol-free property. We don't like to do programs where, it's that typical kind of a night DJ and night party sort of thing. What we get is corporates who like to start the day with a session of yoga for all the participants, thereafter a nice hearty breakfast, then they'll have their program. They probably have half a day of conference or training or whatever their program objective is. After that, they get into nature-based activities. So they'll probably go for a tour of the organic farms. We've got the rose gardens, so they'll take a tour of the rose gardens, or they do horse riding, they'll do a bird park tour. So they'll do one of those things, and then you wrap it up with an early dinner where you could have some entertainment like karaoke and all of that, bonfire, karaoke and all that, and it's like a enjoy the whole day sort of experience. Yes.
What are your future plans like for the property?
So what we've been doing is that being only our third year, we're actually ramping up our wellness team, wellness offerings more and more. We are fine-tuning the product continuously. What we're also now doing is we've upgraded our wellness center. We've added more features to it. We've upgraded by adding a new restaurant, a new wellness restaurant that's dedicated towards pure wellness. We're also in the process of upgrading our rooms. We've got garden view rooms, and we're adding more and more features to it. Yeah.
Lovely. So, any message you want to give to all the travel agents who will be watching this, specifically travel agents?
Oh yes, absolutely. Now, there are two approaches to this, for the travel trade. One is that we are always focused on wellness, which sells to, say, for example, to clientele from Europe and all of that. But I think that the market is now opening up to the domestic movement. Indians are discovering wellness. They are the ones who are really now waking up to the fact that you have to do immunity, you have to have your detox, you have to have your sugar control, you have to have your weight loss, you have to have your pain management, and you have to have your lifestyle issues like high blood pressure and all that in control. So I would say that this property is an excellent option both for the inbound movement but also for the domestic traveler, because we've kept our pricing such that we've not kept it prohibitively expensive, we've kept it extremely good value for money. Aside from that, what we've also done is that because it's like a very vast property with amazing amount of features, once you come here, you're sort of inside the property like a destination, and that's really our proposition. It's like a destination property that we are trying to create over here.
Two teams spoke to Urvashi Mehta, founder and Dorse. She said,
Hi, good afternoon everyone. We are here to showcase Fazlani Natures Nest from Lonavala. It's a fabulous wellness property which is very well located and very well connected from Mumbai and Pune. The wellness resort actually per se is very good with 7, 14 and 21 night programs. Once the guest checks in, from a 5 a.m. yoga to a strict Ayurveda diet, and we are definitely looking forward to promoting wellness tourism to this particular place. Wellness tourism is going to be on the rise now post-pandemic and post-COVID. We've come out with very specific immunity booster therapies where people can really focus on health. We feel health holidays is actually something which is going to be on the rise now, and health tourism is really going to do well. In fact, very well. If I can confidently say so, health tourism is going to be on the rise right up to 2023. There are some fantastic trends that are coming up within the country where we have wellness resorts opening all across from different locations, and we are looking at growing this segment in a very, very strong way.
You are watching Travel World Online.